From the nation's capital, Eye on Washington with Marilee Joyce. A weekly discussion about the federal issues most important to Nevada. And now, from Washington, D.C., here's Marilee Joyce.
And good day to you. I'm Marilee Joyce. This is Eye on Washington, the only statewide Nevada news program produced in Washington, D.C. Every week, Eye on Washington takes you straight to Capitol Hill for a discussion with Nevada's delegation and other leaders about the federal matters that matter most to you. Today's topic, she says the words sun, wind, and geothermal sound a lot like the word jobs. We'll tell you why one Nevada U.S. Congresswoman is focused on what she calls a clean energy economy. And she is my guest today, of course, Nevada U.S. Congresswoman Shelley Berkley. Thanks for being here again.
Thanks, Marilee, for having me.
Well, so much has happened in Nevada's clean energy effort since Senator Reed was here just a few short years ago to tell me about him leading the National Clean Energy Summit. Today's guest says that nowadays, alternative energy means as much to job creation as the environmental benefits and independence from our reliance on foreign sources of oil that were chief focuses of that show with the senator. And today on Eye on Washington, we'll learn why she believes clean energy development means job development. We'll find out about a manufacturing bill she says would take advantage of Nevada's abundant alternative energy resources, and will tell you Nevada's potential huge role in what my guest believes will be a clean energy focused world. Earlier this year, Congresswoman Berkley joined leaders of the Reno office of Desert Research Institute to unveil her new Clean Energy Job Act. It's a bill that seeks to increase the number of clean energy jobs by incentivizing the creation of clean energy manufacturing facilities. The legislation would extend a 30% tax credit for domestic companies that build capacity for new clean energy sources, such as wind turbines and solar panels. The tax credit expired last year. The White House says it's estimated to have generated 17,000 jobs nationwide. In fact, the White House says that $2.3 billion previously allocated for the program couldn't meet the demand. More credits were applied to than were available by more than 3-to-1 ratio. And Congresswoman, you said in January your bill would help Nevada in, quote, cementing its place at the forefront of our clean energy economy.
Yes, as you know, I'm a great advocate and strong supporter of renewable energy. And you might ask why. Because it's good for Nevada. And right now, I think we need to be focusing like a laser on job creation. Nevada has the highest unemployment rate in the country. People come over to me all the time. They're, Congresswoman, I never missed a day of work. I never missed a mortgage payment. I lost my job. I lost my home. What am I going to do? So I think we need to start thinking out of the box and develop jobs in new sectors. We have an abundance of wind and sun and geothermal right in our own backyard. We need to harness it. But what we can be doing, and we keep talking about bringing manufacturing jobs back to the United States, we're losing market share to the Chinese and to other foreign countries because it's less expensive to manufacture there. Well, this is something that we could manufacture in the United States of America. So I'm in the process of introducing a 30% tax credit for companies that manufacture renewable energy products like wind turbines and solar energy panels.
You know, I want to get into a lot more of the details of the bill in just a second. I did want to back up a little bit about the background on what led to this legislation. First, why the desert research setting? You know, it's a national leader in cutting-edge research, and a lot of it is clean energy, isn't it?
And that's exactly why. And of course, Reno has an abundance. Reno is concentrating on geothermal. Northern Nevada is concentrating on geothermal, but we also have wind and sun throughout the state of Nevada. So the Desert Research Institute, and as you know, I'm a former regent for the University and Community College system, it seemed like the ideal setting since they are doing cutting-edge research on all sorts of energy efficiencies and certainly creating jobs bringing manufacturing jobs back. Right now, the United States of America, we invented solar panels, and then the Chinese took it over, and a vast majority of the solar panels that are manufactured throughout the world are now manufactured in China. It may be less expensive, but then you have to dismantle them, ship them overseas, reassemble them for use here in the United States. Why not provide a 30% incentive, a tax credit to enable American manufacturing companies to build and create these solar panels, wind turbines, other products right here in the United States, so we don't have to disassemble them and reassemble them. We've got it here. In the end, it will be more cost effective, and we're using American technology.
So you think the tax credit extension, is that helping be the next big step in making Nevada a true leader?
Well, that makes all the difference in the world, because it makes it affordable.
When did the credit expire, and how did you learn of its past job creation successes that led to this act?
Well, we did a little research and found out that that the 30% tax credit, which did expire a little while ago, actually created 17,000 jobs in the United States. We said, look, at a time that we are desperate for job creation, and this is a new industry, new technology, why would we reward companies that ship these jobs overseas? Let's keep it here in America. Let's provide the tax credit for American manufacturers that are creating a product that we need in the state of Nevada to develop our renewable energy sources. I think it's a win-win-win. And how are we going to pay for it? It's not going to cost us any money. We're taking the extraordinary tax credits that we give big oil, $21 billion over the next 10 years.
And we're going to let you get into all that. We've run out of time for this segment. We're going to be right back with more details of that bill right after this.
You're watching Eye on Washington with Marilee Joyce. Brought to you by the National Mining Association, Caesars Entertainment, the Frias Companies, NV Energy, the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, the Nevada Mining Association, Western Lithium Corporation, and Skyline Restaurant and Casino.
America's minerals have made us a nation of self-reliant dreamers, shaping our world and the endless ways we enjoy it. But red tape often forces us to import more than half the minerals we depend on. Minerals we already have. We don't import our dreams. Shouldn't that go for our minerals too? The National Mining Association. Learn more at nma.org.
You already watch Eye on Washington with Marilee Joyce, Nevada's only statewide program produced in Washington, D.C. But for even more news from Capitol Hill that affects you, your family, and your business, you need to read Nevada's Washington Watch, our online newsletter. In-depth reporting on federal efforts that impact you. Our exclusive Inside the Beltway column, putting a microscope on Nevada's congressional delegation. Guest editorials about what Nevada needs from the Hill. Nevada's Washington Watch, your watch on Washington. Subscribe today at nevadaswashingtonwatch.com.
Heads we go, tails we stay. A coin flip. That's how it all began for what is now Nevada's largest transportation provider. Charlie Frias, with a can-do spirit and support of his loving wife Phyllis, bought ABC Union Cab in 1966. They then parlayed 5 cabs into a fleet of nearly 1,000. And today, Frias has over 2,000 employees and was recently voted Las Vegas's best company to work for. Frias, safe, reliable, simply the best.
Hey, it's embarrassing to be tackled by someone smaller than me. I look weak and effeminate, so now I'm overcompensating.
I'd also be very ashamed by that. I'm not waiting until it happens to me to make you feel small.
My dad taught me to be the alpha male, so now I'm gonna knock a tray out of your hands at lunch.
Kids bully for all kinds of reasons. None of them are good. Know your kids' friends and monitor their social networking. Find more tips at flipthescriptnow.org.
And welcome back to Eye on Washington, our discussion of Nevada's role in what my guest believes is the coming clean energy economy. And she is my guest, Nevada U.S. Congresswoman Shelley Berkley. This tax credit has been a key driver for economic development in Nevada. That's what Executive Director of Las Vegas-based Clean Energy Project said as she stood alongside the Congresswoman during that announcement of a bill to extend the credit. That executive, Linda Ball, called the tax credit, quote, an important tool for creating good-paying jobs and making Nevada the heartbeat of the regional clean energy economy. And it'd be a strong heartbeat as that job creation comes to fruition. The Congresswoman's office reports that wages for clean energy-related jobs average more than $44,500 versus the average Nevada wage of about $36,200. That's an average difference in pay of 22%. An example of the tax credit's past economic help to Nevada was its help in bringing a solar energy manufacturing facility to North Las Vegas last year. Clean Energy Project officials say that project created about 300 jobs. And that's one example. But what other types of jobs are you think are coming and would be welcome in not only Las Vegas but Nevada in general?
Well, keep in mind that we have the highest unemployment rate in the country. We need to reach out and start diversifying our economy. I believe that clean energy, harnessing the sun, wind, geothermal, is good for the state of Nevada, and it's good when it comes to our employment prospects. It does create good-paying jobs, whether or not we're building solar energy plants, geothermal, wind turbine plants. It's good and creating good paying jobs.
Tell us a little bit about your work with the Clean Energy Project. Their focus is on educating the public about the benefits of fully developing a clean energy economy. How did you partner with them on that?
Well, you know, I think we should, look, I used to be in-house counsel for Southwest Gas Corporation. I understand energy and I understand energy law, but I think we have a golden opportunity here to really do something good for Nevada and the people that live in Nevada. So we're creating jobs, we're creating an economy based on renewable energy, and positioning our state to be in the driver's seat when it comes to providing energy for the rest of the western United States. Not going to happen overnight, but if we don't start investing in ourselves and developing these resources, then we are not going to be in that driver's seat. So one, we're creating good jobs. Two, we're creating an economy for the state of Nevada that's taxable and helps the diversification of our economy of our state, which we've been talking about for when you and I were kids in Nevada. That's how long we've been talking about it. And number three, we have an exportable product. We can export energy, through renewable energy to the western United States. This is a good thing for the state of Nevada. It's a good thing for our people that are desperate for jobs, and these are high-paying, usually good construction jobs and also manufacturing jobs.
Oh, so that's that was going to be my next question. In fact, it will be my next question. Examples of Nevada clean energy jobs that pay those higher wages than the average worker. So it's not necessarily that you're skilled in clean energy jobs, but the types of jobs that the construction jobs, those types of jobs that would.
You're exactly right. I mean, this is a golden opportunity for us. Not only does renewable energy, clean energy, create good jobs that pay on the high-end scale. I mean, they're good for these families. But also, if we can pass the 30% tax credit so that we bring manufacturing to the state of Nevada that are manufacturing solar panels, wind turbines, those also, we're creating good jobs in the renewable energy industry. It's very good and very important, and it's the future of this country. Frankly, it's the future of the world.
And Nevada's going to lead it.
I hope so.
And again, with you giving me the segue that you always give me, we're going to talk about Nevada's huge potential in all things clean energy. It's right after this.
Every day, thousands of people in northern Nevada don't get enough to eat. 1 out of 5 children in northern Nevada go to bed hungry every night. But you can do something about it. Catholic Community Services of Northern Nevada has been providing help and creating hope in our community for more than 65 years by donating food, time, or money, you can make a difference in a hungry person's life. When you make your generous donation to St. Vincent's Dining Room and St. Vincent's Food Pantry, you're helping to fight the scourge of hunger in northern Nevada. In these tough economic times, now more than ever, we need to help those less fortunate. To find out how you can donate to St. Vincent's Dining Room and St. Vincent's Food Pantry, call, click, or stop by, and together we can end hunger in northern Nevada.
Thanks to an ongoing commitment by America's mining companies, more than 2 million acres already have been reclaimed. To learn more about reclamation or other aspects of mining, visit nma.org, the National Mining Association.
You already watch Eye on Washington with Marilee Joyce, Nevada's only statewide program produced in Washington, D.C. But for even more news from Capitol Hill that affects you, your family, and your business, you need to read Nevada's Washington Watch, our online newsletter. In-depth reporting on federal efforts that impact you. Our exclusive Inside the Beltway column, putting a microscope on Nevada's congressional delegation. Guest editorials about what Nevada needs from the Hill. Nevada's Washington Watch, your watch on Washington. Subscribe today at nevadaswashingtonwatch.com.
Heads we go, tails we stay. A coin flip. That's how it all began for what is now Nevada's largest transportation provider. Charlie Frias, with a can-do spirit and support of his loving wife Phyllis, bought ABC Union Cab in 1966. They then parlayed 5 cabs into a fleet of nearly 1,000. And today, Frias has over 2,000 employees and was recently voted Las Vegas's best company to work for. Frias, safe, reliable, simply the best.
How will new energy technology make our lives better? Will geothermal, wind, and solar energy be a bigger part of our future? Yes. And soon it will all be in our backyard. Learn more at nvenergy.com.
And welcome back to Eye on Washington, our discussion of the role clean energy production in Nevada could play in both reducing the nation's reliance on foreign oil and increasing Nevada jobs. We've been visiting with Nevada U.S. Congresswoman Shelley Berkley.
Hi, Marilee.
Let's focus now on why Nevada is seen as such a leader in alternative energy and why my guest says there's potential there for abundant job creation. Well, I would challenge my Eye on Washington audience to name another state in the union with Nevada's potential to become this nation's renewable energy epicenter. Southern Nevada has the highest solar energy potential in the nation, and Nevada already is the #1 state per capita in solar energy production. The Department of Energy has estimated that 100 square miles of sunny Nevada could supply all U.S. energy needs with current commercial energy rates. Meanwhile, northern Nevada holds the largest amount of untapped geothermal resources in the U.S. Just a few years ago, the Western Governors Association identified 1,500 megawatts of geothermal capacity. That is a gigantic amount that could come online in Nevada by 2015. Also, just last fall, the vice president of Humboldt County-based Western Lithium Corporation was on this show to announce the thrilling news that Nevada soon could lead the nation in the production of lithium. Lithium makes those lithium-ion batteries that we depend on for our computers, smartphones, and hybrid and electric cars. Western Lithium's VP told Eye on Washington that they are sitting on one of the world's largest known lithium deposits, which could be on its way to being the United States' first significant domestic supply of commercial lithium. And finally, let's not leave out wind. There are tremendous wind resources throughout the state. For example, more than 24 million acres of land in Nevada within 10 miles of existing transmission line, classified as good to outstanding for wind energy development. And Congresswoman, it doesn't do a lot for our hair, but I know you represent Southern Nevada. We focus most of our appearances of your program on your work there, but you know, geothermal, wind, lithium, that's huge news for northern and rural Nevada.
It's huge news for the entire state, and it's very, very exciting. I mean, we have an abundance of sun and wind and geothermal, and now the lithium lithium discovery. How remarkable. When I was a kid and my family would go up to Reno, and you'd see the steam coming out from the ground, and you'd wonder, or at least I wondered, what is that? You know, why is that steam coming out from under the ground? Especially in northern Nevada, we have an abundance of geothermal, and they've been actually utilizing the geothermal for quite a while in northern Nevada, but now we can be in a position of really harnessing it to provide energy needs for the state. Same thing with wind, particularly in the middle of our state, where I think I read somewhere where we were classified as one of the windiest states in the nation. At one point, that was a terrible thing. This is a great thing for Nevada. And the sun as well, particularly in southern Nevada. I mean, we have sunshine 12 months a year. I mean, let's harness it. It's not going away. It won't be diminished. It's a constant supply and source for renewable energy in our state, and we are lucky to have it. What the trick is to utilize it, to harness it, and to make the most of it. Create the jobs and provide the energy for our state and our nation.
All the delegation members have been on here, of course, touting clean energy and Nevada's role in it. But in your opinion, what is the reality regarding real significant production and development?
I think it's important if we nurture it and we provide the right tax incentives, those tax credits for manufacturing that I'm poised to introduce, and hopefully we can pass this year, to provide the incentive to produce renewable energy. It's not going to happen by itself. We have to make it affordable, and it is accessible, and this is good for Nevada. And that's why I fight for that, for these tax credits, production tax credits, investment tax credits, manufacturing tax credits, to incentivize the creation of renewable energy, particularly in the state of Nevada.
You know, that lithium deposit is without question the most exciting industry news to hit Nevada or the nation in some time. Do you know any other examples of projects or efforts in the pipeline?
There are a number. If we first you discover it, and then you figure out a way of how to utilize it and how to incentivize the industry. So A, they're doing business in Nevada. B, creates a broader tax base, gives us an opportunity to provide good jobs, and it's just a matter of time before we harness the lithium along with the sun, wind, and geothermal. How exciting is that?
The Vice President, his name's Dennis Bryan, and he's been on the program twice. And he told me that lithium deposit could be a job bonanza for Nevada. It literally it's one of the largest deposits they're sitting on of lithium in the world.
Can you imagine that?
Amazing.
All good for the state of Nevada. All good for jobs.
Absolutely. We're going to be right back with our mailbag segment. It's right after this.
All of us at Caesars Entertainment have something we want to say.
Play responsibly.
Play responsibly. We don't want you to gamble if you've had too much to drink.
You shouldn't gamble if you're lonely or depressed.
And if you're under 21, you're not allowed to play.
No, no, no. No matter which of our casinos you come to, our message is always the same.
Play responsibly.
Play responsibly.
Play responsibly. We know you're coming to our casinos to have a good time, and we always want you to leave feeling like you did.
America's minerals have made us a nation of self-reliant dreamers, shaping our world and the endless ways we enjoy it. But red tape often forces us to import more than half the minerals we depend on. Minerals we already have. We don't import our dreams. Shouldn't that go for our minerals too? The National Mining Association. Learn more at nma.org.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Built on a fleet of just 5 cabs bought in 1966 by founder Charlie Frias, Frias Transportation is now Nevada's largest transportation provider. Today, Frias has a fleet of nearly 1,000 vehicles and more than 2,000 employees. As an industry and community leader, Frias continues to create the future of transportation technology and management and actively supports the community, continuing the legacy of quality service in the Las Vegas Valley. Simply the best. Thanks to an ongoing commitment by America's mining companies, more than 2 million acres already have been reclaimed. To learn more about reclamation or other aspects of mining, visit nma.org, the National Mining Association.
We are back with our closing segment of Eye on Washington. It's our mailbag segment, of course. And in this segment, we tell you about an issue our guest is receiving a lot of correspondence about. We read one of your letters here on the air, and we invite our guests to respond to you right here. And Congresswoman, your office surprisingly has been hearing a lot about the economy. Who knew, right?
Always, yeah.
And I have a letter here from Leslie Kay of Las Vegas, and she writes, Dear Congresswoman Berkley, Nevada is heavily dependent on tourism and gaming, which means that when the country and world economies suffer, Nevada is one state that is hardest hit. And she says, what other key industries could Nevada develop?
You know, I think that's a great question, and it's one that we should be paying particular attention to. Look, we have a wonderful gaming and tourism industry. Also, our convention business is terrific. We need to continue to develop our gaming and tourism industry, but Leslie is quite right. We can't depend on a couple of industries to keep our state financially secure. So we've been talking about diversifying the economy for truly as long as I can remember. We have a golden opportunity to do this, and I think that question during this show is perfect because we can be developing renewable energy sources which will be great for the state of Nevada, create a whole economy based on green jobs, harness wind, solar, geothermal, good paying jobs. We have a product that we can export and is good for the Nevada and the United States of America. But there's other things going on in our state that are going to explode soon in a very positive way. One, if I could mention, is Zappos, which is revitalizing downtown Las Vegas because they're moving their major offices and facilities to downtown Las Vegas. If you walk around downtown Las Vegas, you won't recognize it, and that's because Tony Hsieh, the owner, CEO of Zappos, has decided that he is not only moving his company to downtown Las Vegas, but they're developing it. And he is, along with other young entrepreneurs that I meet with on a regular basis, have got extraordinary, innovative things that they are putting to the test, and they've decided to call Nevada home. But one of the things, and I tout this all the time, we have to improve our education system, not only K through 12, but our university and community college system, to be ready to exploit all of these young entrepreneurs and their fabulous ideas. Nevada will be cutting edge in years to come.
I think we better have you on next time for education.
I will look forward to that. Thank you, Marilee.
That does wrap up this week's Eye on Washington. Be sure to join us next time as we discuss more important federal matters and their impact on Nevada. Visit joycecommunications.com or our Facebook page for more on the very latest from the Hill that impacts your life. And thanks for joining us today. I'm Marilee Joyce in Washington, D.C. Good day.